Hi guys, my name is D'Anthony. I'm back. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all your love, all your support. I'm doing my little solo thing again. So here we go. Just came back from watching Nice Guys. Russell Crowe, Ryan Gosling, pretty much the main characters. So we have Russell Crowe. He's actually one of my favorite actors, mostly because he's like one of my favorite movies from when I was a kid. Virtuosity, with Denzel Washington in it. He was a great villain, and it was a virtual reality, so it was like, it's right up my alley because I'm a computer tech, so it attracted me for sure. So he was one of my favorite ones, I have to say. Then they also have Matt Bomer. He plays the antagonist in here, one of the antagonists, but one of the coolest ones actually. He's been in a few shows that I've actually never watched, but White Collar, American Horror Story, things like that. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good villain in here. I really did like him. We had that hero to villain complex for sure. So everybody else was just kind of like added in. Doesn't matter if they're in there or not. But I definitely enjoyed myself. I was laughing the whole time. The score was really cool. You know, they had a lot of oldies in there, and so you know, you kind of like jamming while you're watching and stuff. You know, so that was kind of cool. I felt like I was in that era, from the paraphernalia to the fashion to the cars to the landmarks. It reminded me of something that would be like in the 70s. They even had a scene where the people are waiting in the long lines for the gas when the gas went up to like $1.50. $1.50 in the 60s, and everyone was all distraught. They even had a scene from there. You know, so I definitely did appreciate that. So I felt like it was in the 60s. They gave you a lot of background as far as like letting you know this is where you are. This is where the story starts. Boom. You know, and it's pretty much action to the whole thing. Ryan Gosling is a private detective, and Russell Crowe is a muscle man for hire. You know, so yeah, they both are someone that you would hire, not necessarily the law, but someone you would hire to get stuff done. And so Ryan Gosling, he hustles clients out of their money because he knows that either the person they're trying to find is dead or, you know, not going to be found, but he still takes the money anyway. And then you have Russell Crowe, who pretty much beats up people for money. So he's like, man. And there's a scene where Ryan Gosling asks his daughter, am I a good person? Just tell me, straight up, just tell me, am I a good person? And she's like, no, you're a terrible person. And I was like, dang, slap. No, just kidding. You know, kids shouldn't be talking like that to their parents. And then Russell Crowe feels the same way because he's beating up people for a living. You know, but there were some things that I didn't like. It kind of seemed like it was two different movies though, from the first half to the last. The first half was it was a little serious. It was a little more, it was a little more in depth. And it had a little more essence to it. We got the backstory, as far as like, you know, who they were, as far as like Russell Crowe and his partner, how they became partners. You know, we got that. And it was a little serious. You know, Russell Crowe goes over his house and, you know, busts him up for following this girl. Then Russell Crowe gets threatened and says, you know, don't follow that girl. You know, so now he wants to know, I gotta know who this is now. It's my pride. I need to know who this is, okay? So then they hook up, and then they, so, you know, start on this path. And it was pretty... It's a pretty dark path at first. You know, we have people, you know, getting shot, and, you know, they just finding dead bodies and things like that. And then towards the second half of the movie, it became kind of like rush hour-ish kind of, which I still enjoy Rush Hour, so I still enjoy this. But it wasn't the same movie. You know, I wanted something that was a little more kind of suspense, but I'm okay with the comedy as well, but it just didn't feel like the same movie. It felt like a different paced movie, like it had a different director towards the second half of the movie. Then they had Ryan Gosling's character. He had a daughter, and she was in it, and I get it in the beginning. Okay, he's a grown man, he has a daughter, but the daughter stayed with them the whole time. To me, took away from the movie. There was no real reason for the daughter to be there the whole movie. She was kind of like trying to keep them honest or keep them good. It wasn't that type of movie. You know, people were dying, people were getting shot. You know, it's a dark movie, and she's like, oh, well, if you kill him, I'll never talk to you again. And this is to Russell Crowe's character. So I'm like, why does he care? So he ends up not killing someone that's trying to kill them because of his little girl. And you know, she does stuff like that throughout the whole movie, and to me it just kind of took away from it. But I really did enjoy it. It was weird seeing Russell Crowe fat, you know, not because you know I'm slim. But you know, it was weird to see him fat because I've always seen him kind of like in shape, you know, kind of like gladiator-ish, you know. So to see him that big was kind of weird. But there were some parts that, you know, just didn't make any sense. You know, Ryan Gosling crashes the car for no reason because he's driving down in a speed car and he's trying to get down to where his daughter and the antagonist is. He gets there and he swerves out right in front of him, and then he pauses and then he takes off and crashes into a tree. I'm like, what just happened? Did you forget to take your foot off the gas, or are you meant to? I don't know, it didn't make any sense to me. And then at the end, black lady, they're going to try to get something that she has. She trips or slips, falls forward on her face. Now she's sober, falls on her face and knocks out. I'm like, what did she hit something on? Did she hit a table? Did she hit a chair? No one falls on their face sober, mind you, and not catch themselves and, you know, knock themselves out. That didn't make any sense to me. I didn't like it. But again, it became Rush Hour-ish. You know, they were doing like little stuff like that. You know, that's what I can really compare it to. Was kind of like a Rush Hour, you know, at the end. But I mean, overall, I did like it. It's not like it was a bad movie. I did enjoy it. I would recommend it. I would probably see it again. I wish they would have stick to the original theme of the movie, but it was funny. Russell Crowe was really good. I liked how Russell Crowe was more of a anti-hero, you know, so he did what he had to do, but he also had a little heart. They both had a conscience, really, and they both were struggling with who they were as a person. You know, Russell Crowe was more... He was kind of like he wanted a friend, but he doesn't know how to reach out to be a friend. Ryan Gosling's character was just too obnoxious to even be a friend. You know, most people probably wouldn't even like him. So the fact that one person wanted a friend, another didn't really know how to be, it just kind of like meshed. So I really did like that part. And there was some parts with the daughter that I did like. You know, I love seeing men raising their kids. So I get it. There's nothing wrong with him having a daughter. But she just really took away from the feel and the seriousness of the movie. And maybe the movie wasn't supposed to be that serious. Maybe I got the wrong idea from the trailer, and maybe it was supposed to just start out that way, but became more friendlier as they became friends. Fine. Me personally, I like the theme of the movie to kind of stay the same. The fact that it just got Rush Hour-y, it kind of... It took away from it a little bit, and then the stupid stuff that happened in the movie, you know, took off a little bit of points. But it's definitely a good movie. You're definitely gonna enjoy it. You're definitely gonna laugh. Ryan Gosling is hilarious, and he's screaming, "Ah, ah!" Like that was just like the way he was doing it was so funny. Me personally, I had never seen him act that way. You might have seen it before, and it's nothing to you, but me, it was brand new. So I enjoyed it. He's the guy that's trying to be cool, but he's not cool. He's just really annoying, you know. And he did a good job at that, and I did appreciate it. I know I said a lot of things about it I didn't like, you know. Of course, and I don't mean to make it sound like that. I did enjoy the movie. I would definitely say go see it. If I had to rate it, I would probably give it 3.5 out of 5 stars, just because of some silly stuff, and then the pace wasn't, you know, where I would like it to be. I enjoyed it. You know, I enjoy serious thrillers, and I enjoy, you know, silly action movies like Rush Hour. You know, so I'm okay with that. It didn't bother me too much. I would say it was kind of like a classic. I would definitely go see the second one. They come out with another one. It got really good reviews. Really good ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, so you know I would go see it. And I'm not doing it any justice because I'm just like saying all the bad stuff, but it was good, so go see it. All right, I'm D'Anthony. I'm out. Oh, like us, subscribe, share us, email us to your grandmother. It all counts. So we appreciate it. Take a look at some of these other videos that we have for you, and I'm out. Thank you. Peace.
Let's go, old man. You know what? I can do this all day.
Yo, what are you guys doing? So you want to have cardboard growing out your hands with a cardboard box on your head?
Dude, it's Weapon X. Ka-chink, ka-chink, snicket, snicket.